welcome to another episode of Andy's Climate Review. I'm Andy the Android, and thanks for choosing to watch my video. And today I'm going to talk about climate activism and how not to do it. The group that calls themselves Insulate Britain have been blocking roads in the last week, starting on Monday the 13th. And on another few days after that on the 15th and again on the 17th. Now I'm here to say you're doing it wrong. Now blocking roads, for a start, you're going to cause a whole bunch of cars to sit there with their engines running and just, throwing more carbon into the air. And on top of that, if there are any electric cars in that queue, then they're going to be running out of power because you're in the way. So you're not helping anybody at all. So let's look at the first article. This is from the 15th and it was updated on the 17th. So it's saying here the same protesters who blocked the motorway on Monday target the M25 again. For those of you not in the UK, the M25 is the London orbital. It's the motorway that goes all the way around the outskirts of London. It's a very fast and very dangerous road. Now, they blocked 5 locations on the 15th, sparking chaos for tens of thousands of motorists during rush hour. The air ambulance was scrambled to a multi-vehicle pile-up 3 miles from one of the protest sites. And police have made 71 arrests, or on the 15th they made 71 arrests, but they've been facing criticism after being filmed offering to help protesters. So let's just show you the chaos that's been caused. I'll flick over to this page. This is the multi-car pile-up, and this is what they're causing, as well as more climate change in theory. People might have died in this accident. I don't actually know. I can't find anything else about it at the moment. So, that's another reason not to do these silly things. They said that they had glued themselves to the tarmac. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. They just wanted to cause disruption. Now, I don't have a problem with protesters. I want people out there protesting, but blocking up major roads is not helping anyone, and that's the point. 89 protesters were sent to various sites along the motorway on the 15th. Around 9:30 a.m. they had blocked in traffic in 5 locations. Emergency services later reported a multiple vehicle crash near the site of the protest. Now, this is several members of the group here of Insulate Britain. I also want to point out that's a weird name for a group. I mean, like, what does it mean? Are we insulating ourselves from the rest of the world? Is that what they mean? Or do they mean house insulation? Because 60%, and I looked this up just for this, 60% of homes in the UK that have cavity walls have cavity wall insulation. Also, 60% of the houses in the country that have an attic also have a load of insulation in there. It's at least 12.5 centimetres thick, if I understand correctly, and you can get that done for free in certain circumstances. So there's certainly no problem with insulation in the UK. So I'm not sure why they've chosen this name. Anyway, won't go on about the name. I'll go to the next article because this is unbelievable. A cafe owner refuses to take whip round cash from the eco-protesters. Now this is also from the 15th. An angry cafe owner has turned down cash from members of Insulate Britain after the group had a whip round during the M25 protests. Now basically he said, "You can't have a whip round for me. What about the other thousands of people that are on the motorway? You've destroyed all their businesses." And he suggested that the group instead head to Parliament, in which an elderly protester said in response, "We tried, but they're not listening. We've written to Boris Johnson, making a very straightforward demand, but he's not replied to it." So the cafe owner said, "Well, keep doing it, keep bombarding him." And that's what I say. Get on with that. You're not actually causing a single problem for Parliament or for the government by blocking up these roads. What you're doing is you're harming the man on the street, the people who might also agree with your cause, and you are getting in their way and causing accidents. You're really not helping anyone. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It really is. So I'm not going to go on about it too long. I want to keep this video fairly short today, but I just wanted to, point this out. Oh, actually, no, there is something I want to add. So on the 17th, the police finally got tough with them instead of just sitting back, which is what they often do during protests. On the M25, they finally took a firmer stance on a group of climate protesters who have repeatedly caused chaos on the M25 this week, making several arrests in a targeted operation and shutting down their latest protest within minutes. Nice work, police. Good work. That's how it should be going. It came just hours after Priti Patel told police officers to take decisive action against any selfish protesters who have continued to cause disruption on the M25 this week. So officers from Essex Police were ready and waiting at the junction and managed to arrest a number of demonstrators before they could even get on the road. However, 7 or 8 people managed to march through, with some blocking the road. There were long queues on the approach to the junction, but all of the group was rounded up swiftly by police and thrown into patrol cars, and traffic resumed. Now that's how it's done. Instead of sitting back and letting them get on with it, they're so frightened of upsetting anybody, of causing any danger to life. At the end of the day, these people are the ones causing danger to life. These people need to be stopped. Go and stand outside Parliament, do petitions, write letters. There's so many other ways without causing chaos on motorways during rush hour. I mean, it is going to cause accidents. It's just obvious. If you care about people, which is ultimately what caring about the environment means, it means keeping people alive. Like I've said before, the planet isn't going anywhere. It's the human race that could go extinct if we don't fix the problems we have and stop emitting carbon into the atmosphere and so many other things. So I've gone over the fact that I don't understand the name. I mean, I really don't get it, but I hope someone explains it to me in the comments. If you're a member of Insulate Britain, please comment. I'd really love to know why you chose that name. It's curious to me. It seems like an odd name. I don't mean to take the mickey out of it. It just seems weird. Anyway, so that's all I've got for today. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as usual, stay safe, stay well, and be yourself in everything that you do. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video.